reality, no.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Actually, it's like 2 days past, but that's besides the point. I'm back with another video, and this was supposed to be a New Year's Eve / day update, either or. And like I said, it's 2 days past. Been busy, long days, long nights, but hey, the shop is finished. That's primarily what I've been working on. And already done a couple jobs in here, trying to stay busy along with the doing the shop, trying to make money, trying to make it pay for itself. So we're just gonna get right into the shop and then these two new vehicles. So the shop is completely wired. We have the 2-post non-asymmetrical Race Tools direct lift installed, 9,000 pound, and the Atlas Garage Pro extra wide, extra tall, extra long 9,000 pound 4-post lift installed. Everything's anchored into the ground. Like I said, the wiring is all ran. I need to clean that up a little bit. Not super happy with that, but everything else is very clean. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but these two lights are actually different than these 4 over here. No big deal, can't really notice it. Still not done, still got to get some shelves and a lot of other things. Started to move stuff from the other shop into this shop, but we'll get there eventually. So, no big deal, no big deal. These cars, this car is my brother's Camaro. It's here for a starter. Check the rear end fluid, had a blown right rear strut, and a couple other little things to check out on it, like the defrost in the mirrors don't work. So that's something you probably won't see really around. The Volvo, you'll see it for the first time in this video, but there has actually been a video prior to this recorded of this car because I was supposed to make a video of the car but haven't yet. So this is a 2004 Volvo S60R all-wheel drive M66, which is a 6-speed manual, and this is just a fantastic little car. I bought it kind of just like thinking it was cool, and then really got to know it. Like, man, this thing actually is awesome. And I already put like probably 1,500 miles on the car, and she needs a little bit more work. It's just up here just being stored away for right now, but a full video will be coming on that car, so I don't want to get too in depth on it. This here will actually be the next video you'll see, although I wish it was the Quadra, but we're still working on stuff for that, which we'll go over there in that shop and show you what's going on. But this will be the next video. This is an 88 Power Ram 100, and it's been sitting since 2002, but they said they parked it in 01, and parked it for unknown reasons. I have suspicions of what it is, but until we really dig in, I don't know. It is really nasty. It's still has some decent shine to it. It's like a bluish gray metallic. Interior is pretty nice except for the seat and the headliner. Dash is good, door panels are good, carpet's good. So, man, just really cool truck. Does have some body damage though, but we'll just skim across that right now. So let's go check on the Quadra. It's basically exactly the same as the last time you saw it, besides dirtier. And the Volvo video that will be coming out in the near-ish future, we'll have a trip where I went to Stanley's and got a slightly more gooder-ish frame rail piece. I was kind of disappointed, but I had the genius plan to actually just cut out what I needed that one, repair it because it was more gooder, and then graft it into this one, which that'll make a lot more sense whenever we actually get around to it. But it's a way better plan than chopping off the whole thing and replacing it, and you'll see why. But here's some of the pieces of what's left of the frame rail section that I got. You can see the torch marks from Stanley there. So yeah, there is that. This will probably get moved into the other shop between the two bays, because, you know, gravel or dirt, whatever. Stuff is disappearing from here because we're moving it into that shop. This is going to be all shelves and all storage. This dune buggy, it's my brother's. Whenever we get around to actually working on this thing, you'll see some videos on it and then taking it to the sand dunes. But for now, you know, it's just rotting away basically. Guy's four-wheeler still here, rotting away, bad battery. Polaris, bad battery, rotting away. I apologize for the darkness, but it is in fact night, if you can't tell. Speedy's still doing good, still doing speedy things. The Shelby rotting away, you know, all that good stuff. Still dealing with those fuel issues and the bent frame. I need to put it in the shop and pull the bed off and have the frame straightened and the fuel system fixed. It's just problems, you know, big problems. Harambe, nightmare as usual. Fixed the transmission leak and an exhaust leak and some other things. Now it has a radiator leak of some sort and the transmission leak is back, so kind of just fed up with it. The Killer Cat Eye, doing great, you know, just all reliable right there. The Previa is currently a second-gen Dodge parts warehouse, I guess we'll call it. It was sitting in the yard back there, and then up here, and then now over here. It's also being used to prop up the gates that I don't use anymore. So, yeah, poor thing's full of pine needles. This will come back at some point, but just not right now. I do have big plans for it, but there's bigger plans in the works. I almost forgot, sitting over here is the little Brep. You know, just waiting for summertime to roll back around so we can, you know, be sounding like a beaver with a chainsaw again. This thing is just awesome. I love this. Literally the best jet ski you can buy. The best jet ski. It looks the best, sound the best. Probably the most reliable, you know, just keep some oil in the fuel and you're good to go. So last year, my goal was pretty simple. It was basically just to get this shop like started and finished. And we finished it just in the nick of time. So we'll say finished, you know. It's where I'm in here and there's lights and there's a heater and there's a lift, you know. So it's finished, completed my goal. So that's nice. Now, what are my goals for 2024? Well, not that big of a goal, but it's 2 goals. So the 2 goals combined, you know, bigger goal. Basically, we're gonna be doing some modifications to my Duramax Speedy, and I wanna include that in the channel, have more diesel content, because I'm sure a lot of people would like to see that. And the second thing is I would like to finally get the Shelby reliable. Now, something the Shelby has always done since I bought it, except for the first year, I've had it for, this 2024 will be the 5th year that I've had that truck. Come June, July, one of those 2 months. That'll be the 5th year I've had this truck. Now, the first year I bought it in 2019, it made it to my birthday dinner. Every other year past that, something has happened. 2020, I had gotten into an accident with it in like late October, I think. There's a video on the channel about it. So I couldn't get it repaired in time. So that took that out. 2021, I believe that, I don't remember. I think it was a fuel issue. 2022 was definitely a fuel issue. 2023, another fuel issue. So 2024, we're gonna get this thing in here. We're gonna pull the bed off. We're gonna do all new rubber fuel lines in the back half of the truck. And I would really, really, really like to put a fuel cell closer to the tailgate in the bed, cut out a little bit of the bed, stick it in there, and clean up the underside of the truck and run all new lines from there. But we'll see. You know, I had already pulled the bed off one time and repaired the pickup tube and got rid of the pump, so it's just a pickup with like a sock or a tube, or I don't remember what I did exactly, honestly, but there's no pump in there anymore, basically is what I'm saying. So anyways, I want to revise that, because what I suspect is happening, I keep killing fuel pumps, but at different times. Some last 10 miles, some last 1,000. I don't understand. But basically what I think is happening, because it's happening more frequent now, it seems like the last two, is that I think some of the old fuel lines at the tank might be about this much or that much, something like that. They are getting so soft now that the fuel pump that's kind of at the back of the cab under the frame is sucking, and it's starting to squeeze those hoses, and they're you know, literally sucking themselves together, so it's not flowing fuel and it's burning up the pump. That's what I think is happening. So we'll figure that out. I mean, is it possibly the pumps? Sure, but I think it's the fuel lines. I'll tell you this much: if it's the pumps and not the fuel line, I do all this work and it still goes through more fuel pumps. This is gonna be like the 7th or 8th fuel pump that I've been in. I'm getting so mad just thinking about this, because, you know, getting under there, getting gas all down your arms, I hate it. Basically, I'm gonna put a carburetor back on it. I will ditch the Sniper EFI if it goes through another fuel pump. Like after doing the fuel system, if it still has an issue, it's getting a carburetor again. So that's in the future. We're not gonna worry about that right now. It's gonna be great. Shelby's gonna come back this year. It's gonna be reliable. We're gonna be able to take it places. The last time I drove it, before the time where the fuel pump went bad, and the time before that when the fuel pump went bad, the clutch linkage like fell apart, or it like blew through a washer or something. I don't remember exactly. All I know is it left me stranded, and I went into an AutoZone parking lot, fixed it. That really, really sucked. So we're just gonna give it a good once over and perfect it. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to see the Power Ram, like, subscribe. If you want to see the Volvo 5-cylinder turbo do some awesome stuff, like, subscribe. If you want to see this Camaro, let me know. I can work something out with my brother on that. It's just a stock automatic, but I mean, it could do something cool. Maybe a race against the Volvo. 300 horsepower versus 400, but lighter car. Who knows? If you want to see more diesel content, let me know. So that's gonna do it for this video. Until next time.